in the case of our mystery challenger, we always dispense with the usual preliminaries. We get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Miss Arlene Francis.
Well, we've already had Arthur Godfrey, so unless we're doing a repeat for the West Coast, this can't be he. Are you in the entertainment business?
Steve, I'll pass you while I cogitate.
All right, Mr. Allen, let's see what you can do. We have about 2 minutes and a half to go.
While you're cogitating, why don't you think it over?
I'm going to try to.
Let's see. Does your wife ever work with you when you work?
Uh-huh.
That's too bad. I ought to speak to your agent about that. Do you by any chance ever work with your orchestra leader? I mean, is he a part of your entourage?
Uh-huh.
Is your hair... Are you having a little trouble with your hair?
Is that properly a no answer? Okay, that's 3 down and 7 to go.
He's having no trouble with his hair. He has hair.
Looks grand.
Have you hair?
It is both full and handsome. Go
I was as interested as Bennett in the audience reaction. There was a lot of whistling and screaming and punching of ushers and that sort of thing. Are you would you call yourself well, not you maybe, but would anyone call you a glamorous figure?
Would you like to read? We have a little problem here. Our guest is certainly glamorous in the connotation of great reputation. But can I have a small conference, please? I would say then glamorous in terms of great reputation, but not glamorous necessarily in the more modern application of that word.
John?
Sir, if I must have missed one.
I'd like to ask a rather personal question. Do Misha Elman and Yasha Heifetz scream with horror at mere mention of your name? Oh, shut up.
Makes it 5 down and 5 to go, and I'm going to give you 1 more minute on this. You don't seem to be getting close.
Well, have you ever had anything published in newspapers?
Yes.
Oh, Dorothy.
Do you know anyone named Carrie?
Very well.
Are you my father?
Yes! In the case of our mystery celebrity, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time in turn, moving clockwise. And we'll begin it with Bennett Cerf.
Well, that was the biggest noise I've heard since Niagara Falls. Are you a famous figure in the sports world?
Yes.
No.
Do you work alone?
No. That's 2 down and 8 to go,
Thanks a
Mr.
lot. I
Cerf.
never would have known if you hadn't translated.
Are you about to work alone?
Oh!
Panel, as you know, in the case of our Miss...
Do I detect something other than an American accent?
I should think, unless you were quite stupid.
Panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery challenger, we get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Well, I heard whistles. Do you often get whistles when you appear?
What Joel say, honey?
Do you have any talent such as singing, dancing, or playing a musical instrument?
No, ma'am.
That's one down and 9 to go. Mr. Allen.
Have you all appeared in in a motion picture within the last year, that was released within the last year?
Yes, sir.
Are your all pictures showing possibly on Broadway now in a first-run theater?
I believe so.
Well, that's show enough for me.
Panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery celebrity, we get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Are you in some form of the entertainment world?
We?
Are you judging from the applause what might be called a glamour girl?
Yeah.
Are you, or have you ever been in motion pictures?
Oh, we.
Is that your current form of employment?
We?
Are you more famous for your work in movies than on the stage?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
That's her. You never took Greek? That's yes.
Oh, excuse me. Have you ever done anything besides movie work?
Ah, we.
Have you ever appeared in television?
Small conference, awfully sorry.
She wants to know if this counts.
Oui. Have you ever appeared on a regular program of your own on television?
Small conference, terribly sorry. Did you ask the question, did our guest ever appear in a regular television program of her own?
Well, let's say a regular television program. I don't know. I know how shady you are with definitions. A regular weekly television program.
A regular week? Oh, you mean a regular weekly television program?
Yes.
That's one down and 9 to go. Mr. Allen.
Was the program on which you appeared then someone else's show rather than your own?
Bien sûr.
Oh.
Have you made a picture in the last year?
Oui?
Are you married?
Mm-hmm.
Are you over 21?
Oui, monsieur?
You'll do.
case of our mystery celebrity, we dispense with all the usual preliminaries, get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Miss Lorraine Day.
Are you a man?
That means yes.
Oh. Well, are you in the entertainment business?
That still means yes.
Are you under 50?
That still mean yes?
Does it?
Yep.
Are you a leading man?
That one means no. That's 1,000, right? Miss Day.
Since you have been in sports, is that primarily what you're famous for? Are you famous for one special sport? Is it baseball?
Yeah, you got a double.
Oh, it's still yes.
Still yes. Mm-hmm.
Is it National League? Is that yes or no?
That was a double.
Oh.
Very hard to tell.
The National League.
I wonder if it's married.
Should I know you? To speak to. I mean, if I met you on the street, would I speak to you? That would mean you aren't working for Brooklyn.
Yes, you would know our guest if you were to see him, I'm quite sure, Miss Day.
Are you an outfielder?
That's 5 down and 5 to go. Now I'm going to ask our guest to say a word when he answers. Go ahead, Mr. Allen.
Are you, do you play for the Giants?
Yep.
Well, howdy, pal. Are you an official of any kind?
He's back again. That's yes, Steve.
Well, I'm just going to take a blind guess here, because that's that's the way it is. Are you Leo DeRozier?
Yes!
Dirty trick.
You're going to meet me outside and pick me up.
Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? All right, panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery challenger, we dispense with all the usual preliminaries, get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Are you in the entertainment world?
Yes.
Are you in the acting end?
Beg your pardon, Miss Kilgallen, will you repeat that question?
Are you in the acting end of the entertainment world?
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Would you have anything to do with the theater?
Yes.
Well, you say you are not an actress and you do not sing in opera. Would you be considered a diseuse or a performer that may work in a presentation house?
This could be Mamie Eisenhower. We don't know it.
As you know, in the case of the mystery celebrity, we'll change the form of questioning. You ask one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and let's begin it with Bennett Cerf.
Well, when the audience recognizes somebody before they even sign in, it usually means somebody in the entertainment world. Are we correct in assuming that?
Yes, that's completely correct.
I didn't hear that.
He said that was completely correct.
Oh, did he?
Miss Gilgallen?
Could you be described as a comedian?
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon.
What was that?
Yes, I think so.
I guess I'll have to count that a question.
I'm
Bennett.
afraid so. Mr. Cerf?
Have you any hair?
It's falling out.
But the fact that there's some to fall means there is some hair.
There's hair there.
Yes, indeed.
Right. Well, you're sort of...
Miss Gilgallen?
Are you
Pardon?
really a very attractive leading man?
I think this is a question which is best answered in this way.
I should take my mask off and look?
No. The talents which our guest has demonstrated would not suggest to you in this form of questioning that you should concentrate on the concept of a very handsome leading man. He has a very
Don't
broad...
tell him. Don't tell him.
Would you say that you were shorter than average height?
Why really ask a question like that? Well, I'm not as tall as other fellas.
Miss Gilgallen?
Were you ever in a picture with Judy Garland?
Of course, you know who I am.
Say it.
Well, I don't know. I just thought of Mickey Rooney suddenly.
That's right. Will you come in, Mystery Challenger, and sign in, please? Panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery celebrity, we dispense with all usual preliminaries, get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with, well, let's see, Arlene Francis.
Well, judging from the applause, I take it that you are a performer.
That's
That kind of a performer. Would you consider yourself a leading man?
Rather.
And have you appeared in pictures?
Yeah.
Are you best known for your performances in pictures? As opposed to the theater?
I'm sure, and I think she's right there. I think I would.
I think so, too.
Have you got just one head? There are so many dialects. It is just one person?
Jawohl.
And are you associated with one particular studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one down the night to go, Mr. Cerf.
Have you ever done any work on television and radio?
Yeah.
When you do perform, do you do anything at all of a musical nature?
Holy Toledo, no.
No?
Two down and 8 to go. Miss Gilgallen.
Have you done serious dramatic parts in pictures?
Oh, yeah.
All right, panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery celebrity, we get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Dorothy Gilgallen.
Are you in any phase of the entertainment business?
Yes.
Have you ever appeared in motion pictures?
Have you ever appeared in motion pictures?
Yeah.
Have you also appeared in television before tonight?
Yeah.
And I suppose you also have been on the radio.
I beg your pardon, Miss Gilgallen?
Has he also been on the radio, I wanted to know?
I'm awfully sorry, Dorothy, that we didn't get the question.
I wanted to know if he'd ever been on the radio.
Yes, sure.
Are you an active performer?
Yeah.
Would you call yourself an actor?
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever played a leading man? I couldn't hear the answer.
Yeah.
Have you also ever played a more sinister character than the juvenile?
A more sinister character than a juvenile?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sure.
Are you under 48?
Yeah.
Get rid of this. It's making me nervous. Are you known as a more serious actor at times than the noises from the audience at the moment would indicate?
Yeah.
May I assume that you are not primarily a comedian, despite what you are evidently doing now?
No.
That's one down, 9 to go, Mr. Sir.
I want to make sure, Dorothy, of the sex of this person. I'm not convinced that this is a man. I'm going to take...
Go ahead. This could be anything.
Are you being... I'll dispose of this very quickly. Are you, by any chance, a female?
Yeah.
Right or laughter. You're an actress, in other words, and not an actor. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And the voice that you are using is a far, far cry, I take it, from your normal dulcet tones. Is that correct?
Said it.
Then you perform mostly with music, do you? Or anyway, in this particular play that you're in now?
Yes,
Would you be considered a dancer?
I think so.
Do you sing?
Sometimes.
But you're primarily known for your dancing?
I'm not so sure.
We must say it has played a very prominent part in our guest's career.
Have you traveled around the country a good deal?
Yes.
Have you been known for the extravagance and amusing nature of your costumes?
No.
Well, this is an area in which I'll have to yield to feminine description. That makes... Will you come in, Mystery Challenger, and sign in, please? Panel, as you know, in the case of our Mystery Challenger, we get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Well, I'm flabbergasted. Do you usually make people happy the way you made this audience by just walking in?
Not quite that happy.
Well, is that a yes or a no?
Well, I think it's a qualified yes. I'm inclined to believe that our guest does make people happy a good deal of the time, so you go ahead, Miss Darling.
Well, are you in the entertainment business?
Yes.
Would you be described as a performer?
I hope so.
Do you perform on the stage?
Yes.
Have you also been on the screen?
Yes.
And I suppose even before this on television?
Yes?
Are you, at times, at least, a comedian?
Yes.
Are you only one person?
Two heads, but one person.
Yes.
Do you have some outstanding characteristic that makes you immediately recognizable to all and every?
I suppose I do, yes. It's my voice.
Are you, do you appear regularly on television?
As regularly as possible, my dear.
Does that mean that you are on every day as opposed to once a week?
Means both, as a matter of fact.
You are on once a week and you are on every day.
Precisely.
Who does that? Oh! Are you a man that is usually on this panel?
Yes!
Mystery Challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin it all with Arlene Francis.
Heavens. Well, from that reaction, you are no Johnny-come-lately. Have you been admired by audiences in motion picture theaters?
Got a bad tooth, that's yes. Mr. Hayes?
Judging from that ovation, do you play a guitar and sing?
Nope. I'm going to ask our guest to use his voice hereafter, because I think perhaps we ought to give you a break.
Do you have blonde, curly hair?
The answer is no. 2 down, 8 to go, Mr. Hayes.
Did you direct one of the first television shows Mary and I ever did called The Stork Club, and is your name Yul Brenner?
Panel, as you know, in the case of our Mystery Challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin it with Bennett Cerf.
Well, all that rapturous applause from the live audience usually signifies somebody from show business. Would you qualify for that category?
Yeah.
Ms. Francis?
Are you performing in New York now?
Well, hey, y'all.
Mr. Carson?
Was that yes?
That was a yes.
It was awfully Cracker Barrel.
Would you be, do you do, I don't know what I have this pencil for. Would you be considered a, more of a motion picture personality than in other fields?
Well, hey, y'all.
Are you appearing in a musical comedy now on Broadway?
Well, not really. I
Not
must say
really?
that I've not really appearing in a musical comedy at the present time.
That's 1 down and 9 to go. Johnny Carson.
Are you in the field of comedy?
Well, there are occasions when I find it necessary to do comedy.
Miss Kilgallen?
Are you also, besides being a performer, such as a performer who would do a specialty act, a single, are you an actor who performs with other people in plays or musicals or movies?
Yes, yes, Miss Kilgallen.
Think so.
Well, narrowing it down,
I'm glad you can.
Well, he does, he's in New York. He is not in a musical show. That means some nightclub act.
Or a straight play.
No,
We haven't eliminated
I think a
Are you appearing, are you a
Yes,
present-
just a moment. Our guest has taken proper note
Taken
that a
umbrage.
conference was being had there, and there's no call for a conference. Let's have a little more discipline, please.
I was musing. I was merely musing, sir. And I am now about to ask you if you have ever appeared or are at present appearing at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel.
Ever appeared or present? Yes, I think we could say yes to that.
As a matter of fact, he's quite correct. I am appearing, and Mr. Cerf, once again, is the Mr. Cerf, you all know. With shoes.
He doesn't get any more to say now, Miss Francis.
I'm the only one that hasn't been to the Waldorf in this crowd. Oh, Arlene, I can't
She's
think
been
of
looking at her
his name.
passport again.
Once in love with somebody.
Once in love with Amy?
Yeah.
That's Ray Bolger?
Yeah.
Oh, Ray Bolger!
In, please. Nikita Sergeyevich McFarland, is that right? Henry McFarland.
You know, he looks exactly like McFarland.
You ever been to Disneyland?
I don't think I'd be allowed in.
Mr. McFarland, where are you from?
Jersey City.
Jersey City. Well, you're practically a neighbor, so I think that you've just heard from Mr. Marks, who's from the West Coast, but I think the rest are near neighbors, and you'll recognize them.
Yes.
The panel. Panel, Mr. McFarland. Will you join me over here, please, sir? Mr. McFarland, are you familiar with the way we keep score on What's My Line?
Yes, I am, sir.
In that event, let's let the audience in the theater and the folks who are looking in at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel, we will tell you that Mr. McFarland is salaried. And let's begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Mr. McFarland, would I be correct in assuming that you are not a security agent for Nikita Khrushchev?
You are.
Do you work for a profit-making organization, unlike the man you resemble?
No.
That is one down and 9 to go. Thank you very much, Miss Francis. Mr. Marks.
Is this product found in your kitchen?
We haven't arrived at a product yet. If you want to take a shot at it.
Well, he must have a kitchen.
You got a kitchen, I'm sure. Is that the product?
Do you make candy?
No, that's two down and 8.
What do you do for a living?
Two
You
down
must
and 8.
have some occupation.
I have a kitchen.
You have a kitchen. Well, stand up and let's see it.
That's really a bay window. That's 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, I pass.
Small conference if we may.
Well, we've talked too, I mean.
I'd change that to a yes.
You two are getting pretty chummy over there.
We need to,
You
Groucho.
hardly know the man.
And actually, what I'm really hoping for is that before the evening's over, I can fix it so that you will be chummy with our guests.
That must have some overtone of some kind.
Yes, yes,
that,
it is. This is,
makes me
it's up to
think.
you, isn't it?
It's up to me. Do you want it to be up to you?
No, no, no.
All
I
right.
thought it was up to you.
Do you have anything at all disciplinarian in your job?
I'd say yes.
Do people that have done the wrong thing ever appear before you?
Before me?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Am I correct in saying you are not a truant officer?
No, I am not.
Do men and women both come before you?
Yes.
Gosh, you get a lot of questions. I only got 2 questions before. How long are you going to rattle on there?
I'll tell you what. Has a man like Groucho Marx ever come before you?
I ask you to withdraw that question, please. I'm not going to be put in the position where Groucho can sue me after this program. That's all.
No, I intend to sue you between the programs. Is it up to me now?
No, not, it will be. Do you have a legislative job of any kind?
No.
That's 5 down and 5 to go. Groucho.
Are you a corrupt politician? Or am I being redundant?
As your,
What do you say?
as your counsel, I must advise you that you have the right to take certain protections under the law here. Don't answer the question. Let's see what we can do with another challenge.
Yes. Don't you have any girls out there?
Yes.
This is
Will
no
you come in
reflection
and
on you
sign this,
girls.
please?
Here you are.
A girl.
Yeah.
A lady.
Judy Splinters.
Judy Grable.
Splinters,
Is that right?
no, huh?
Is it Miss or Mrs. Grable?
Miss.
Miss Grable, and where are you from, Miss Grable?
Miami.
Miami, Florida? Oh, it's very nice of you to come this far to visit us on a Sunday night. I'd like you to meet the panel. Well, we got over that hurdle. Now will you come over here and sit down with me, please? Right here, please. Are you familiar with our scorekeeping system?
Yes, I am.
All right, then we'll let everybody except the panel know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we'll tell you that Miss Grable is self-employed, and let's begin the general questioning with Bennett Cerf.
Miss Grable is a blonde. Those of you who are not seeing this show in color, and since it isn't in color, I guess that includes pretty much everybody. So you should be pretty glad that it's Groucho and not Harpo on this.
I didn't get that either, Groucho. Would you like to go back and do that over again,
that for the
Bennett?
West Coast?
That won't be on until 3 hours. Miss Grable, I wanted to explain to people, is very blonde. And you couldn't tell that on a black and white set as well as you could in a color set, John.
That's a very good statement.
It certainly is, and very unimportant.
Because she's a blonde. Very important.
I don't
Because
see any
she's a
point to
blonde.
this. She might be a brunette tomorrow, huh? Let's get on with the show.
I would like to say that Groucho is safer than Harpo with blondes. That's all.
Oh, I should send Zeppo a wire, too.
He's married, yeah. Miss Grable, there are thousands and thousands of tourists that go down to Florida every year. Have you got anything whatever to do with these tourists?
No, I haven't.
That's 1 down and 9
Took
to
a
go.
long time getting that one down.
Miss Francis.
Do you come in contact with people in your job?
Yes, I do.
Both men and women?
Well, this is very difficult to answer. We have to presume as a starting point that all of us who are by reason of our occupations necessarily brought in contact with the public will come in contact in the normal pursuit of our business with both men and women. Some of us may, to a greater degree or another, be forced to come into more contact with one sex than the other, and
You realize that
therefore
no one's listening to you.
Yes, I know. Groucho, I was kind of hoping that was true.
Bring out Khrushchev again. We're not getting anywhere, sir.
Does that answer your question?
It certainly does. Now, let's go on with the show.
Now. Do you
It's
work
up to you.
indoors?
Yes.
You do. Do you instruct in any way?
No.
That's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Mark.
Go ahead.
Is
That's
this
3 down and
product
7
found
to
in
go,
your
Mr.
kitchen?
Oh, pardon me.
Is this product that you manufacture? You manufacture?
We're going to find out.
Just a moment, Groucho. Miss Grable just told me she didn't get the question. I told her she was lucky. Now let's start all over again.
Well, she'd be even luckier. She's not going to get the answer. Now, this product you manufacture, is that sold? Would you be apt to find this in the living room or the dining room or the kitchen?
Well, you can't answer that question
Well, she
yes
must
or
make
no.
something. A woman can't make a living just being a blonde. Although I've heard of a few who have.
To every statement or question that you have every statement you've made, every question you've asked, except that last one, the answer is no. That's 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
I certainly get through quickly on this show. Up to you, Mrs. Kilgallen. Miss Kilgallen.
Miss Grable, are the men and women that you come in contact with more or less infrequently or frequently, as the case may be, are they grown-up human beings?
Yes.
Now, would you say that you deal with more with one... He made me do it.
You think I'm the only one that's obsessed with that subject, huh? Oh, boy, what a Freudian panel this is. The people would only talk.
Now, Dorothy, before we pursue this subject any further...
I don't want to pursue it any further.
Get her up here and I'll pursue it.
I think if you're going to pursue this line of questioning, we must first elicit, or at least find the term of reference in which the question is asking. If you are speaking of physical contact or the normal social contact of the conduct of business, we will be able to help you.
I would like to withdraw the question.
She's getting as cagey as I am.
Have we established whether there's a product or not? Has that been...
No, that hasn't been established.
May I assume that there is no product connected with what you do?
Right.
So you deal in services entirely.
Yes.
Are people happier or better off because of what you do?
I would think so.
Sometimes.
I beg your pardon.
Actually, we must agree here that it would again depend on the relationship of the individuals who are utilizing in one way or another the services which Miss Grable
That's getting
is
out of it
performing.
good, Joe Daly.
In your line, are there other people who are doing the same thing in New York that you do in Miami?
Millions of them.
Would it be possible for a man to do what you do?
Yes.
Would you say that there might even be more men doing what you do than women?
Yes, there is.
When you deal with people, do you touch them?
Yes.
Do you touch them above the waist?
Yes.
For how much?
Do you touch them above the shoulders?
Yes.
Are you a foot doctor?
Do you in any way alter or improve their appearance?
No. 4 down and 6 to go. I'm going to give you 1 more minute.
Miss Grable, when these people come to you and are touched, do they remain fully clothed while you're doing it?
I quit. And now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which, as you know, our panel members are always blindfolded. Are the blindfolds in place, panel?
Yes,
Surely.
Good. Will our mystery challenger enter and sign in, please? In this case, we go to a different form of questioning, 1 question at a time, in turn moving clockwise, and we'll begin with Arlene Francis.
Are you known for your work in pictures?
What'd you say?
I would think the answer to that would be yes, Mr. Sir.
When you appear in pictures, do you ever sing or dance?
What'd you say, picture? What are you talking about?
That's not an answer.
I would say that's not the
I come
basic
from
fundamental.
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg, yeah.
I was at the
festival there once, sir.
upstairs. You know, they got a big place there. They do Wagnerian music. Sehr gut auch.
Dorothy.
Was hat er gesagt?
Push mein
Stehen
Leben
Sie
drauf.
nicht?
Wir waren geholfen
Du bist ein Irischer, nicht?
Ja.
Von Deutschland, vom Salzburg Festival.
Wir waren ja Majus.
Ja, das verstehe ich nicht.
Das
I don't want to
Freund.
interrupt.
Dorothy.
Do you ever carry tea bags in your pocket?
What'd you say?
Do you ever carry tea
I
bags
carry
in your...
sea bags in my pocket.
Tea bags in
You
your
think
pocket.
I'm in the Navy?
Who do you think it is, Dorothy?
I thought it was red buttons.
Oh, no. 2 dollars to go, Mr.
Yeah,
Randall.
no, well, I got some red buttons, but you can't see them. I'll show you later some red buttons.
Keep going.
You mean Al?
You want to pass?
No, I don't know who it is, but it seems to me I must be stupid not to, because anyone who talks that much in a voice I seem to know, I
Well,
can't.
you are stupid. What you make such a big fuss about?
Arlene?
Are you known and loved for your work in television?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Are you known for your work in television?
Yes.
Are you known for what work in television? I'm known for my work outside of television.
2.
Yeah, 2.
3.
With 2 O's on.
Who do you think it is, Arlene?
Is it a writer?
Yeah.
Well, a writer now, yes.
Yeah.
3 down and 7 to go. Go ahead.
Ryder
Mr. Sir.
Haggard, they call me.
Or a Haggard writer.
Yeah, Haggard.
Do you ever make after-dinner speeches in the course of your operation?
Yeah, only before dinner.
I think I got a hot flash all of a sudden.
Dorothy?
Well, sit still and it'll pass over.
I hope it doesn't pass over me. Besides, you ever show
That's it,
Passover?
Passover, yeah.
Oh, Venice Passover.
What'd you-
That was a few weeks ago.
Just say when.
Say when,
Go.
but say it if
Now.
you're going to say when.
You got to fight your own way in this forest.
Are you a professional singer as well as everything else?
That's 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Randall.
I'm going to... Is it Danny Kaye?
That's 4 down and 6 to go, Arlene Francis.
No. Do you perform as a stand-up comic?
Not if he can sit down or lie down. I'm going to throw him all over. I'm
Hey, what
mad.
you doing here? You taking my stuff here. I was going to say that. You mind your business,
Can I-
Stanley. No, you.
can I guess?
I take your job, you take mine.
Good deal.
Yeah.
I'm Groucho
It's
Marx.
Groucho Marx!
That's right. Oh, the louse.